This is South Africa, home to breathtaking landscapes, diverse cultures, and a rich history. But beyond the stunning visuals, there's a culture so unique, it might just surprise you. In this video, we're diving deep into 10 incredible facts about South African culture you never knew existed in the 21st century. Stick around till the end, because there is a sexuality culture you need to know that will completely change how you see this incredible country. From the concept of Ubuntu to the art of the Braai, South Africa's culture is a tapestry woven with threads of tradition, history, and community. You won't believe how these customs shape daily life here. These facts cuts across three major aspects of lives, which are culture, cuisine, fashion, and sexuality. So, what are these fascinating cultural facts and why should you care? Let's jump right in. The first fact you need to know is the cultural diversity. South Africa is often called the Rainbow Nation, and for good reason. With 11 official languages and countless ethnic groups, it's one of the most culturally diverse countries in the world. But here's a question for you. Did you know that each of these cultures has its own unique traditions and practices? Imagine living in a place where every corner you turn, you experience a different world. Think of South Africa as a giant mosaic, where each tile represents a different culture, language, and history. Together, they create a picture so rich and complex that it's impossible to fully capture in just one glance. There you have it for fact number 1. Fact number 2 will leave a lasting impression on how you perceive this country. Fact number 2 you need to know is the Ubuntu philosophy. Ubuntu, I am because we are. This African philosophy emphasizes community and interconnectedness. In South Africa, Ubuntu isn't just a concept, it's a way of life. But how does this philosophy manifest in everyday life? Let's look at a real example. Picture a village where everyone contributes to everyone else's well-being. That's Ubuntu in action. It's about recognizing our interconnectedness, our shared humanity. It's like a spider web. Each thread is connected to another, creating a strong, supportive network. Fact number 2 is all about unity. Now let's dive straight into the next fact. Fact number 3, get ready to eat some braai. The third fact is the braai tradition. If you think a barbecue is just about grilling meat, you haven't experienced a South African braai. It's more than just cooking. It's a social event, a tradition, and sometimes even an art form. But what makes a braai so special? Here's the twist. It's not just about the food, it's about the connection. Imagine a gathering where the fire is the heart of the event, and everyone's contribution adds flavor, not just to the meal, but to the entire experience. It's like a symphony, where each instrument plays a vital role in the overall harmony. Before we dive into the remaining 7 facts, did you know? South Africa has 3 capital cities. The executive capital is Pretoria, the judicial capital is Bloemfontein, and Cape Town is the legislative capital. I guess you've learned something new today about the South African 3 capitals. Let's continue with the remaining 7 facts you need to know about this incredible African country. And remember, there is a sexuality culture you need to know that will completely change how you see this incredible country. I promise you it's worth seeing. Just stick around till the end. Fact number 4 is rich musical heritage. South Africa's musical landscape is as diverse as its people. From the rhythms of kwaito to the melodies of jazz, music is deeply embedded in the cultural fabric. But here's a question. What role does music play in South African society today? The answer might surprise you. Think of music in South Africa as a pulse, a rhythm that not only entertains, but also unites and heals. It's a language spoken by all, regardless of background. South African music will move your soul. So let's talk about fashion as we unveil the fact number 5. The 5th fact you need to know about this incredible country is the rich traditional attire. South African traditional attire is as varied as its cultures, each style telling a story of heritage and identity. But did you know that these clothes are often worn during important ceremonies and celebrations? Here's where it gets interesting. Each piece of attire carries deep cultural significance. Consider traditional attire like a family heirloom. Each bead, stitch, and pattern holds a piece of history, passed down through generations, connecting the past with the present. It's a celebration of heritage, a testament to creativity, and a reminder that fashion can be both beautiful and meaningful. Certainly, the South African fashion is dynamic. Can you possibly guess what the next fact would be? You guessed it. The fact number 6 is the honor for ancestors. In South African culture, the living and the ancestors are deeply connected. Many believe that their ancestors guide and protect them, playing a crucial role in daily life. But here's something even more fascinating. These beliefs influence everything from major life decisions to everyday choices. Think of it as a constant conversation between the past and the present, a relationship that shapes the future. It's like having a council of elders who offer wisdom and guidance at every step. It's about honoring our roots, respecting our elders, and recognizing that the past is always present. It's somehow interesting if we could hear once more from our late parents. How about fact number 7? Before we go to fact number 7, please subscribe to our channel and hit the notification icon if you are yet to do so. And remember, there is a sexuality culture you need to know that will completely change how you see South African. Just stick around and watch till the end. Fact number 7. Traditional rites of passage ceremonies. Rites of passage are a cornerstone in many South African cultures, marking important life transitions. But did you know that these rituals are more than just ceremonies? They're transformative experiences that shape a person's identity and role in the community. Imagine going through a process that not only marks your growth, but also strengthens your connection to your roots. It's like walking through a doorway. On one side, you're who you were, and on the other, you emerge changed, with a new sense of purpose and belonging. Some interesting facts you've learned about this country so far. Let's dive straight to fact number 8. Fact number 8. Influence of oral tradition. In a world of books and screens, South Africa's oral tradition remains a powerful way of preserving history and culture. But here's a question for you. How can stories told by word of mouth be more impactful than written ones? The answer lies in the way they're passed down, alive, evolving, and deeply personal. Imagine a story as a living entity, growing and changing with each retelling, adapting to the times yet staying true to its roots. It's like a river that carves its path through the landscape, constantly moving but always connected to its source. Storytelling makes the storyteller to feel nostalgic. For the fact number 9, get ready for some yummy cuisines. Fact number 9. South Africa has a diverse cuisine. South African cuisine is a melting pot of flavors influenced by indigenous Dutch, Indian, and Malay cuisines. But here's the twist. Each dish is more than just food. It's a reflection of the country's complex history. Have you ever wondered how a dish like bunny chow came to be? The story behind it is as rich as the flavors. Think of South African cuisine as a quilt, with each dish representing a different patch of history, stitched together to create something entirely unique and delicious. From savory stews to spicy curries, fresh seafood to mouth-watering desserts, South African cuisine is a feast for the senses. The last fact you need to know is dance as expression in South Africa. Dance in South Africa isn't just about movement. It's a powerful form of expression and storytelling. From the energetic Zulu war dances to the rhythmic gumboot dancing, each style tells a story of resilience, celebration, and identity. But here's a question. What do these dances say about South Africa's history and culture? The answer is in the rhythm. Imagine dance as the heartbeat of South African culture. Each step, each movement, is a beat that tells a story, connecting the dancer to the music, the past to the present, and the individual to the community. From traditional ceremonies to modern-day celebrations, dance is an integral part of South African culture, a way to express emotions, tell stories, and bring people together. Before we come to the conclusion of these facts, we promise to talk about the sexuality fact you need to know about South African. Here you have it. Did you know that South Africa is currently the only country in Africa that has legalized same-sex marriage? The country passed the Civil Union Act in 2006, making it the first and only nation on the continent to recognize and legalize same-sex marriages. This legislation was a significant milestone in the fight for LGBTQ+ rights in Africa, reflecting the progressive stance of South Africa's post-apartheid constitution, which is one of the most inclusive in the world. South Africa's culture is a complex, vibrant tapestry, woven with history, traditions, and a deep sense of community. These 10 facts are just the beginning of what makes this country so extraordinary. So next time you think of South Africa, remember, it's more than just a destination. It's a living, breathing culture waiting to be explored. So what are you waiting for? Add South Africa to your travel bucket list and get ready for an adventure you'll never forget. Don't forget to like this video if you learned something new today and subscribe to our channel for more amazing travel content. Until next time, keep exploring.